Hello everyone, and this is Double Scoop. Today I'm going to be talking about A24. As of the 97th Oscars, A24 has gotten 87 nominations and 21 wins. 2 of these wins are for Best Picture, including 2016 for Moonlight and Everything All at Once for 2023. Despite their critical acclaim, they've also gotten their fair share of criticism. Even if you hate A24 or you love it, you can admit that A24 movies are everywhere. A24 is an independent American entertainment company known for making TV and films, but they're more well known for their movies than their TV work. It was founded in 2012 by 3 men in New York. It's founded by John Hughes, Daniel Katz, and David Finkel. I probably mispronounced that, but you know what I was talking about. John Hughes has left the company as of 2018, but the goal has remained the same. The goal was to share unique and meaningful stories from independent artists that don't get coverage by big companies. With Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is a newer release released on Christmas Day.
The last couple months. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day.
Marty Supreme follows Timothée Chalamet's character of Marty Mauser through his shenanigans of being a professional ping pong player. Nominated for 9 Oscars, 1 including Best Picture and 1 for Best Male Actor for Timothée Chalamet. Marty Supreme became A24's highest grossing movie in the US, getting $80 million. If you haven't seen Marty Supreme, I'm sure you got ads or saw the marketing because the marketing was everywhere. I am not sure what the budget was, but it must have been huge. Next, we have Euphoria. Euphoria is an HBO original show which follows Rue, which is Zendaya's character, through the troubles of being an addict, as well as other characters that she's friends with and that she has relations with, through their struggles with mental health, finding their identity, and through rocky relationships. It has 2 seasons so far, and a 3rd season is coming April 19th, which I will be watching because I have seen the past 2 seasons, and I might make a video if I'm passionate enough about it. I did not know this was made by A24 beforehand, and while I was looking up, it definitely made sense because A24 has a lot of more creative and unique looking shows and movies, and Euphoria is definitely heavy on the aesthetics and very unique looking. Everywhere all at once. I already mentioned this movie by the fact that it's won Best Picture, but it also won 6 different Oscars. This movie is the highest grossing A24 movie worldwide. It got $143 million, which is more than 5 times of the budget. And I have not seen this movie. Next is The Brutalist, released in 2024. The Brutalist won 3 Oscars, including Best Actor for Adrian Brody, Best Original Score, and Best Cinematography. This movie is like 3 hours and 25 minutes long. I have not seen it. I don't think I could sit through that. But besides the critical acclaim, it also had criticism and controversy because they used AI to refine the accents and make it sound more authentic, as well as use AI to make it look more realistic, like their settings. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I do like Adrian Brody. I've seen a movie which I really liked him in, which is See How They Run. Most recently in theaters, we have The Moment. This is Charlie XCX's mockumentary about the Brat Tour, and I really liked this. It was a lot of flashing lights, similar to the theme of Brat and how she had on tour. But okay, so some of the people in there were real. Like Kylie Jenner played a dramatized version of herself, along with Charlie XCX playing an obvious trauma, playing herself. But then you have Alexander Skarsgård playing the most annoying guy ever. Like, he really committed to this role, and he does a very good job. Next is Eternity, starring Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, and Callum Turner. It basically follows Elizabeth Olsen's character having to choose which of her 2 husbands, her first husband or her second husband, to spend the rest of eternity with after they passed away. This movie, yes, has a love triangle, but but I do it in a way that actually feels there's a reason why she is hot. There's a tough reason, because she has key memories with both of them. I do think spoiler, I do think she chose the right guy. She chooses Miles Teller's character, who is her husband she had longer and her more recent husband. This movie also does a very cool job at showing the afterlife. It's very interesting looking, and it has some very cool shots that I was like, okay, they cooked with this. X trilogy, which follows X, Pearl, and Maxine, Pearl being a prequel. It follows our main character of Maxine, played by Mia Goth, who also plays Pearl, both old and young versions. It is a horror trilogy, and I'm not a huge fan of horror, but I was able to like these. It follows the trials of being famous, like how hard and all the work that goes into it, and it follows like the satanic panic of the 80s and the 70s. It's set in the past, but it's very good looking. It's small cast, it really shows like how small the world was. I would recommend them. Mia Goth is very good in them. This is Midsummer, starring Florence Pugh. This is also horror, but it's more horror in a psychological, like, cult aspect. It also has Will Porter, who is very good in this movie. He plays a very arrogant asshole. It looks amazing. There's flowers. It follows a group of friends, including Florence Pugh, who is the girlfriend of one of the guys in the friend group, as they go to one of the friend groups. He grew up in this small village, which turns out to be like cult-like, a Scandinavian like cult, but they sacrifice the men because they are doing bad things and they're very selfish. And Florence Pugh's character is able to grow and really become a part of the community. And it's a very strange movie. I'll warn you about that. But most A24 movies are strange, and it very captures like the aspect of A24 horror, which they're quite known for. Movies that are upcoming that I want to see. We have How to Make a Killing coming out February 20th of this year, starring Glenn Powell, when he has to take down each of his members in his rich family to be able to inherit like a 17 billion or $1 million empire. So I think it's fun. It looks typical. It seems like typical action, which Glenn Powell showed what he has the chops for by starring in The Running Man. Next, we have the drama starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. It follows when the week before their wedding, Zendaya's character reveals what's the worst thing she ever done, causing uncertainty and a sense of uncomfortableness between them. And it looks really nice. I mean, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson playing a couple. I mean, who doesn't want to see that? Which is coming out April 3rd of 2026. And I will probably be watching these. Of course, you also have Euphoria Season 3, which I mentioned earlier. But of course, there's always a bunch more movies coming out by A24. But those are the ones I'm looking forward to. The end of this video. Thank you for watching. Go check out A24 since this entire thing's like promotion for it, and make sure to like and subscribe.